Hi everybody, welcome to the astrology chat for the new moon in Capricorn. So the new moon in Capricorn happens on the 30th and the early mornings. And this new moon in Capricorn in itself isn't making a lot of aspects, but it has a lot of keys for what's going to lead us into the next year. So the keys to using this new moon in Capricorn, the last new moon of the year, is allowing yourself to enter into a space of retrospective gratefulness. Allow yourself to step back and look at how you've used your time and your energy over the past year, particularly focusing on where you've overcome or where you've had breakthroughs in areas that you didn't think you were going to have. At the same time, allowing yourself to assess what needs to be focused on and changed as we are approaching the Gregorian New Year the next couple days, so that you can focus on your healing, focus on your growth, and again, focus on how you're using time. Remember, Capricorn is the house of I use, time, position, honor, and fame. This is where you are taking your intangible resources, your skills, your energy, your focus, your talents, and working them and honing them and understanding them so that you can share them with the world. Now, the aspects around this new moon in Capricorn are actually very telling about what we're going to be doing in the next Gregorian calendar year and how we're going to be balancing ourselves. First of all, we have Jupiter retrograde squaring Saturn. And Jupiter retrograde in Gemini is asking us to reconsider our connections, our communication, how we're expanding. What is the language we're using about our expansion? What is your internal dialogue? Is your internal dialogue feeding you or is it limiting you? And with that square to Saturn, the ruling planet of Capricorn, it's saying, and how are you using your resources and your endings and your awareness and the intangible parts of yourself? Where is there a need to find a new balance? What needs to be released so that you can grow? What needs to be reframed so that you can see yourself at a new plateau? Make sure you're not framing yourself from a place of lack, because you've done so much. And we also have Mars retrograde making an opposition to Pluto. And so this Mars retrograde currently in Leo is asking us to consider how we act. Reconsider where you put your energy, what you're doing with your actions, with your will, with your force. Is it feeding you? Is it going along with you stepping into a place of progressiveness, of taking a different form of leadership as these old structures are dying and transmuting? Where are you placing yourself in your authenticity? Where are you placing yourself with the transmutation of your own endings in new actions? And then we also have Venus making a square to Uranus. And this is also very interesting energy, because this is Venus in Aquarius wanting to be more progressive. The definitions of what is love and what matters to you have changed greatly in this past year. And the square to Uranus is asking you to make it tangible. And in many ways, this new moon in Capricorn is finishing what started in 2020 with a new beginning. And so there's a lot of dichotomy that's going to be coming up for you, especially as we do have the nodes switching into Pluto into Virgo. Pluto, the North Node in Pluto in Pisces is going to ask you to reach for those endings so that you can have new beginnings. And that South Node in Virgo is going to ask you to change what you're doing to support these endings that are bringing to new beginnings. So I would say, just looking at the year ahead, that if there was any word I would say leads this next year, it's transformation and transmutation. Allowing yourself to change, to grow, to heal, and to love yourself and understand the frequency of who you are now, and let that lead you into the next life that you're building. I love you guys so much. Bye.